It's hard. Really hard. But you already know that. You feel it deep down in your bones. Life ain't easy. It's dark. Feels like a never-ending fight, doesn't it? Some days you wake up and wonder why you're even here. Like, what's the point? What's it all for? The pain. The endless struggle. The world's like one big storm, and it never seems to let up. But then, there's this tiny voice somewhere inside. You can barely hear it most days, drowned out by all the noise. It's small, weak, but it's there. It's hope. Yeah, hope. It sounds pathetic, doesn't it? Talking about hope like it's some magical fix. But damn it, what else is there? What else do we got? You think this life's gonna give you a break? Nah, life don't care. It's harsh, cold, and it's gonna kick you when you're down. Again, and again, and again. You know that. You felt it. The moments when you're lying there, staring at the ceiling, choking on the weight of everything, wondering if you're ever gonna breathe again without that crushing feeling. That's the darkness talking. And it's always there, lurking in the shadows, waiting to pull you under. Yeah, I know. Feels like there's no way out sometimes. Like you're drowning in it. But listen, man, you gotta trust. Trust in yourself, in something bigger, in God, in fate, whatever gets you through. Trust that this darkness ain't all there is. There's more. There has to be more. I know. I know it sounds like bullshit when you're in the middle of it. When the world's just taking chunks out of you every day. But here's the thing. It's not about dodging the punches. It's about taking them, feeling the sting, and getting the hell back up. Even when it feels like you can't. Especially when it feels like you can't. Yeah, the world's ugly. It's cruel. But there's beauty in there too. You gotta want to see it though. You gotta fight to find it. In the cracks and corners. In the little moments. Life's details. That's where the hope lives. In the laugh you weren't expecting, the sunrise after a sleepless night. The way the air feels when it's quiet after a storm. It's in the grit, in the hard stuff. We gotta keep moving. Not because we think it's gonna get easier. Hell no. It's not about easy. It's about surviving. Pushing through the fire. And coming out the other side. Even when it feels like there ain't no other side. Even when you're tired of the fight. And it feels like all you're doing is surviving. That's the hardest part, man. Surviving when you don't know what the hell for. But you do know, don't you? Deep down, it's for the ones you love. The ones who love you, even if you don't see it. It's for the days that might just surprise you. For that one good moment you didn't see coming. It's for you. For the person you were before the world broke you down. And the person you're fighting like hell to become. Yeah, life's dark. But you can't let it swallow you. You gotta believe there's something more. Something on the other side of all this pain. We're meant for more than this suffering. We're meant to live, to feel, to fight, and to rise. Even when it's brutal. Especially when it's brutal. You ever think maybe the world's testing you? Seeing how much you can take before you break? Feels like that sometimes. But here's the trick. You don't let it break you. You take the hits. You scream into the void. And then you stand the fuck back up. Because if you don't, the darkness wins. And you can't let it win. You can't. It's all about intention, man. You go out into the world, do your thing, with pure intention. Even when it feels pointless. Even when no one's watching. No one's clapping for you. And it seems like nobody gives a damn. You do it anyway. For you. For your soul. For the part of you that still believes, even if it's just a flicker. Keep that flicker alive. Feed it. Protect it. Trust in yourself, man. Trust in God. But more than anything, trust in your own strength. You're still here, right? After all the shot you've been through, you're still here. That means something. That means everything. You ain't weak. Don't let anyone tell you that. The world's full of people trying to bring you down. Trying to tell you you're not enough. That you're not gonna make it. Fuck them. Fuck every single one of them. You've already made it farther than most. Just by standing up again. Just by taking another breath when it hurts like hell to do it. That's strength. That's courage. You know, sometimes it feels like the world's just watching, waiting for you to fail. Like it's sitting back with a smug grin, daring you to stand tall, just so it can knock you down again. And the worst part? It does. Again and again. You start thinking, what's the point of even trying if the outcome is always the same? But that's the trap, man. That's the lie the darkness feeds you. It wants you to quit, to give in, to let it win. But you can't. You can't let the world break you like that, no matter how much it tries. You're better than that. Stronger. Pain? Yeah, it's gonna be there. It's a given. But that doesn't mean it defines you. It doesn't own you. You don't owe it. Shh. What matters is what you do with that pain. Do you let it consume you? Or do you wear it like armor? Because one day, that pain will become part of you, part of your story, but not the end of it. You take it, you learn from it, and then you throw it right back in the world's face. Like, is that all you got? 'Cause that's how you win, man. That's how you beat the darkness. By turning your pain into power. And it's not just about surviving. That's the baseline. We're not here just to exist, just to get by. We're here to live, to fight for the moments that make all this suffering worth it. The good times, they're rare. I won't lie to you. But when they hit, man, they hit hard. They remind you why you keep going, why you didn't quit, when every bone in your body was screaming at you to stop. And those moments, they're yours. Yours to hold on to when the nights get too long, when the weight feels too heavy. Remember those moments. Cling to them like your life depends on it. And let's not forget trust, man. Trust in the process. Trust in the grind. Trust in something bigger than yourself. Whether it's God, fate, or just the belief that there's something more out there. Trust that you're exactly where you need to be, even if it feels like hell right now. Because this journey, man, it's long. And yeah, you're gonna stumble, you're gonna fall, and you're gonna cry more than you'd like to admit. But trust that every fall is a step forward, even when it doesn't feel like it. Even when it feels like the world's turned its back on you. Trust that you're still on the right path. But above all, man, trust in yourself. Trust that you've got what it takes to see this through, to come out on the other side of all this darkness. You're not weak. You never were. Life's hard, sure, but so are you. Tougher than you give yourself credit for. You've made it this far, through all the storms, through all the shit that was supposed to break you. And you're still standing. Maybe a little battered, maybe a little bruised, but you're still here. And that, man, is everything. So keep going. Keep fighting. Keep believing that you are more than this darkness. That you are worth the light. And don't forget, man, you ain't alone in this. It might feel like you're the only one fighting, like nobody sees you. But there's always someone, somewhere, who's been where you are, who gets it. They might not be there now, standing beside you, but their struggle was real too, and they made it through. That means you can too. Don't ever think your pain is too heavy to carry. It's not. The weight might feel unbearable some days, like it's crushing you slowly, but you can handle it. You've been handling it. And if there's one thing I know, it's that no one carries a load like that unless they've got strength inside them. Most people can't even imagine. So, keep your head up, even when the world's trying to drag you down. Especially then. Keep fighting. Keep clawing your way through, because there's something waiting for you on the other side. It's not always gonna be like this. It can't be. Life has a way of turning corners when you least expect it. Just when you think you're done, when you think you can't take another step, that's when things start to shift. You just gotta hold on long enough to see it. Yeah, you're gonna go through more shit. That's the truth. It doesn't end. There'll be more nights that feel endless. More days where you're dragging your feet through the mud, just trying to make it to the next. And it's gonna suck. But you do it anyway. Because every now and then, when you least expect it, there's light. And when it hits, when it finally reaches you, It's worth every fucking dark moment you went through. It's worth the pain, the tears, the broken pieces. So yeah, man, it's dark. And it's gonna stay dark for a while. But don't you dare give up. Don't you fucking dare. Keep fighting, keep believing. Trust in the fight. Trust in yourself. Trust in whatever gets you out of bed in the morning. You might be crawling. You might be limping. But you're moving. That's all that matters. You're moving. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, it's not about how fast you got there or how smooth the ride was. It's about the fact that you didn't quit. You didn't let the darkness win. You kept going. And that, my friend, is everything.